In Sicily, every Christmas Eve, unmarried girls went to the chapel to draw tokens. A red token meant her fiancé's boat would come to take her to the wedding. White means wait next year. For 7 years, I drew white every time. In the 8th year, I took a handful of red tokens and sneaked to my fiancé Marco's house. I wanted to cheat. Then I heard him whispering to his brother in the courtyard.
Tommy, switch Serafina's token to white tomorrow. Bianca is still weak. I need 1 more year to take care of her.
His brother hesitated.
Aren't you afraid she'll get angry and get on others' boat?
Marco laughed softly.
She waited 7 years for me. Even if she pulls a red token, who would dare let her on his boat? She's easy to fool. Once I take Bianca onto my boat, you just tell her Nomno collapsed again, and she needs to go home.
Next year, I'll marry her with a greatest wedding. Every Mafia family will know she is my wife.
The red tokens slipped silently from my hand. Tokens scattered across the ground. Then, I back home. I did not tell Marco that my no-no only had 3 days left. His last wish was to see me married. If Marco refused to marry me this year, I had to board another man's boat. The next morning, girls gathered outside the chapel in gowns made for wedding. Only mine was the same gown from 7 years ago, faded. When I appeared, the girls around me stepped away.
Serafina drew blanks 7 years in a row. Don't stand too close. Bad luck spreads.
Papa stood on the dock watching his men line the boats. I held my candle and walked. Papa warned me again in a low voice.
Serafina, remember what you promised your grandfather.
I looked at the token box.
Don't worry, Papa. This year I must get on a boat.
A sudden noise from the crowd cut us off. Marco arrived. He was my fiancé, and everyone already treated him like the next Don. But his men surrounded Bianca like she was something precious. She was pale and fragile, dressed in brand new. I knew that dress. His mother, Mrs. Valenti, had sewn it herself. Marco had once hinted it was for me. I had imagined myself wearing it. If I had not heard the truth last night, I would have come today in plain clothes, just like Marco told me to.
Who gave Bianca the right to draw a token? Bianca drew every year, boarded Marco's boat every year, and never married him.
She should have been disqualified by now.
The moment Bianca coughed, Marco draped his coat over her shoulders.
Windy. Don't catch a cold.
Then he looked at the crowd, defending her.
Bianca is just lucky. She draws a red token every time, and the rules never said getting on the boat means she has to marry. If you can't accept that, try your own luck. Don't blame anyone else when you draw a blank token.
Every eye turned to me, because the only girl unlucky enough to pull 7 blanks was me, Marco's fiancé. For 7 years, I watched another woman board his boat. In the past, I argued with Marco, used my place as the Don's daughter to demand Bianca be disqualified, and brought up every time he had favored her before. By the time Papa found me, I had already passed out in the water. That night, my fever hit 104. Marco chose to stay with startled Bianca and sent me only one message, that my body could no longer handle the cold, but I still refused to give up. The moment my fever broke, I went after Marco again. I wanted an answer for those 7 years. Now I had my answer. I ignored the argument and walked straight to the token chest.
Nobody wants to draw? Then I'll go the first.
Marco's face flickered with panic. His prepared excuse got stuck in his throat. My calmness caught him off guard. He couldn't blame me like before, then ask Papa to punish me and push me to the end of the line. Now, how could he rig the token chest in front of the whole people? What if I really drew red token? Marco walked over and took my hand.
Serafina, Bianca isn't feeling well. She can't stand in the cold. Let her pull first. I just want to talk to you.
I pulled Frozen Hand away and looked at the thick coat around Bianca's shoulders. I had stayed up all night making this as Marco's birthday gift last year. I had sewn the cuff buttons into orange blossoms for luck, pouring all my love for Marco into every stitch. Now it was keeping Bianca warm, and the sight made my eyes ache.
I'm cold too. I want to draw first.
Marco did not care my words, took my cold hands, and covered them with his own to warm them.
It's this cold. Why didn't you dress warmer? Stop making a scene, Sarah. I know you're still angry about Bianca. The doctor said she only needs 1 more year to recover. Next year. I promise I'll marry you next year. Waiting for me.
I looked at him.
Marco, do you really think I can't live without you?
He laughed softly and put a simple betrothal bracelet around my wrist.
You waited 7 years for me.
Around us, young couples were exchanging handmade bracelets as wedding token. Past every year, I had made one for Marco. He never wore them. His wrist always carried the same plain silver bracelet. I thought I had not braided it well enough, so I even paid a craftsman at the shop to teach me. But in that shop, Marco was choosing a new one. Bianca tugged the silver bracelet on his wrist.
I can't believe you still wear the one I made you when we were kids.
Marco smiled without saying anything, hid the bracelet under his sleeve. I understood. No matter what I made, I could never compare to Bianca. I hid behind the shop and watched them choose new matching bracelets. They looked exactly like the one on my wrist. Thinking of that, I took mine off and threw it back to him.
Marco, don't give me cheap things you bought in bulk. There is no next year. Nono wants to see me married this year. If Bianca boards your boat again, we are done.
He did not mind. He only gave me a knowing smile.
So it's still about Bianca. You've drew white tokens for 7 years already. What's 1 more year? I'll explain to your grandfather.
As he spoke, he made the call. The number on the screen was burned into my memory. It was Nono's caregiver. I panicked and rushed forward to grab his phone.
If you have something to say it to me. Don't bother Nonno.
Last week, I visited Nono at the hospital. Tubes covered his body, but he was still worried about me, and I could not stop crying. I was the one he could not let go of. He gasped for breath, forcing out each word.
Sarah married.
Emma cried beside him.
Your nonano Keepsayera has suffered for 7 years without getting on a boat. He went to the Velati family to demand an answer for you. If you don't board one this year, don't come see him again. He can't take it.
Back at the chapel, I knew what Marco was about to say, so I clamped my hand over his phone.
Let Bianca draw first. I agree.
Marco scoffed and hung up.
Now you're using Nono to cheat me.
Cheat him? Maybe he was right. In early spring, I sat by an open window all night until I made myself sick enough for the hospital to stop Marco and Bianca to meet Vineyard Capos. In summer, when he took Bianca sailing past the private docks with his guards, I lied that someone was following me and made him act as my personal bodyguard. In autumn, I brought pastries to his door and lied that Papa had summoned him to the estate for family business. And there were countless little things like that. A cut on my hand, a twisted ankle, a stomachache. For 7 years, I used every foolish excuse just to keep him with me a little longer. I did not argue. I let go and stepped away from the token chest. Marco waved Bianca over. She came to me.
Sarah, let me go first. Maybe I'll bring you some good luck.
You're so naughty. If Serafina pulls another white, she'll blame you again.
Her eyes swept over me, waiting for me to lose my temper. But I didn't. I only stood quietly to the side and waited for her to draw her token. She found that boring, so she reached into the token chest and asked Marco,
What were you two saying?
Serafina's grandfather is sick. I'll visit him with her after the boats leave.
Oh, a red token!
Bianca could not hide the smug look on her face.
Sorry, Sarah. Marco's boat is mine again this year.
Before I could answer, Marco stepped in front of her to protect her.
These are the San Giovanni's rules. Your tantrum won't change them. Bianca just has better token luck. Sarah, stop being petty.
Let's see who dares touch my niece. I don't care if she's the Don's daughter.
Mrs. Valenti hurried over and pulled Bianca into her arms.
Don't be afraid, Bianca. If I say you can get on the boat, then no one can stop you. I'd like to see who dares lay a hand on you.
Watching them protect Bianca like that, my heart twisted once. For 7 years, I had tried to please them. I remembered every birthday. I bought every gift. Whenever I visited, I helped in the kitchen, cleaned their house, and tried to make Mrs. Valenti like me. I even memorized Bianca's allergies and favorite foods. And what did I get in return for the right a fiancé should have had? Papa stood behind me and sighed.
This is the family you've been desperate to marry into. We only wanted you to be happy.
Papa, I'm drawing now. This time, I'll get red koken.
My answer was nothing like the past years, and it surprised him.
Good. Good. I'll wait for you. Even if it's not a red roken, it's fine.
I looked up at Marco and his
You're right.
mother.
We follow the rules of, I'm drawing token now. Please move.
As I walked past them, Mrs. Marco panicked, caught between his mother and the fiancé. He had never thought he married other. He tried to reach out to block my way, but the cold look in my eyes made him pull back. I stepped around the three of them.
Nano can't wait, and neither can I. Marco, I waited 7 years for you. This year, I'm done waiting.
Marco panicked and blocked the token box.
Why? Why can't you just back down this once? Look around, Serafina. Which one of them would dare take you? Tell me, who here would dare let Serafina Farana onto his boat?
His voice went cold. Every young man looked away. Everyone on this coast knew I had chased Marco for 7 years. Build a family with a woman like that, and her heart will never truly be with you. But I did not care. I never planned to marry any of them. Marco turned to me with pleading eyes. Bianca had already used the moment to board his boat and settle safely inside.
Sarah, just wait 1 more year. Marco only wants to protect me from being married off. We're all family anyway. When you marry him, you'll have to call me sister. Don't pull red token and end up with no boat to board. That would be embarrassing.
After saying that, she covered her mouth and laughed. The families who hated Papa laughed too. I looked at Papa's red face, and guilt filled my chest. All these years chasing Marco had not only humiliated me, it had humiliated my family too. I had backed down too many times. I did not want to stay soft forever. I pushed Marco away and reached into the token chest. Before I could grab one, Marco pressed down on my hand.
Serafina, think clearly. Bianca is already on my boat. Even if you pull red token, I won't let you board.
I nodded.
Of course I had thought it through. Today I was getting on that boat, no matter what.